Afternoon all, just trying to sort out the fringe. Hi, it's me Lauren, founder of This Girl's Enough, and I'm just fresh back from a little jaunt away, which you've probably seen all my photos. The lovely Susie Ashworth has released her book again, and I went down to London town and celebrated it with her and a gaggle of girls. Now, obviously the book launch was free because the beautiful Susie supplied all the Prosecco and canapes, which was lush, thanks Susie. But I did go to town and I had a hotel room in a really nice hotel and bought myself a new lipstick from Urban Decay, so that wasn't cheap, and had dinner out last night. Now, I was just driving home and the whole way the spend guilt has been kicking in that we don't have a lot of money, and yesterday, and I'm going to say it out loud and make myself accountable, yesterday's little afternoon out cost me over £300, right, which my husband doesn't know yet. But I'm driving home and I'm thinking, oh God, I shouldn't have done it. I should have had a cheaper hotel. I shouldn't have really had dinner last night. I didn't need it. I wasn't hungry from all the canapes. Didn't really need the lipstick. I've got a million lipstick. You know, I'm breaking down every single penny that I spent. And then I start feeling shit about it. And I start thinking, oh, why did I fucking do it? Why didn't I just drive to the venue and come home last night? Yeah. To the point where all the good stuff I'd had just been completely disregarded because of money. And that was a bit of a pisser for me. So then I'm driving, I'm thinking, no, I'm not having this. I'm not having this. You need to find a way to spin this. You need to find a way to make peace with this. And so then I started totting up what I gained from it. And I had a really nice relaxing drive down to Shoreditch. And I sat and had a coffee on my own and just people watched. And I met up with my friend Ashley and we got ready together in the hotel, and I went and had a really lovely afternoon in the sun, just drinking Prosecco and just hanging with people who I've only ever met virtually. So like meeting people in real life, all of who were just wonderful and uplifting, and we had a really good fun time. I also went to see the room that my next event is being held in at Fount, and that's incredible. So I was just having the best day and just a massive buzz vibe and just hanging with just beautiful people. And then I went to dinner with some beautiful people, and then we had a slow walk back in the sunshine to our hotel. I was in bed by 9 with a cup of tea, feeling so content and so grateful that I'd had this day. And then got up this morning feeling just all renewed and refreshed, and then the guilt from the spend came on. I'm not going to allow the guilt from the spend because, yes, I can't justify spending that money on what I've done because we haven't had a holiday in 2 years. Yes, I can't convince my husband maybe that that's where our money needed to go. But I had a really nice day and I've grown even more, and I've had a break from my family. And I'm going to be grateful to see my husband tonight instead of pissed off because I've been stuck in the house. And, you know, we have to always remember the benefits. I'm going to be extremely grateful to my husband tonight. So I don't think he'll mind the spendage that has gone down because of what he's created in me. And this is the thing that we always do. We always fall back to guilt on spending and trying to justify every penny that we spend to make sure that we've had value for money and to make sure that we've done it, you know, as cheaply as possible. But whilst we're doing that, whilst we are holding money in a position of power, and I know this is going to sound hard for some of you because I've done a lot of money blocks work. So I've worked through, I understand money as an energy rather than just a something that's got a hold over me and the life that I choose to live. I'm now feeling that £300 that I spent on yesterday brought me so much more than money. Brought me so much more. You know, I made great connections with wonderful people. I felt strong. I felt confident. I felt I didn't feel invisible. Felt, you know. So for me, it just brought so much more. And I've managed to just smash the money blocks on this one and just say, no, I'm sorry. You know, it's that old cliche, I could be dead tomorrow. If I don't start living the life that I want to live now, within my capabilities, there's going to be fucking regret. I'm going to get to 60, 70, 80, God willing, and I'm going to feel like I should have just fucking spent the money and had the life. I should have just found the money, spent the money, had the fucking life, because now I'm sitting here, nothing's changed, I haven't grown, I'm just still living the same mundane life that I've always lived. What a fucking waste. What an absolute fucking waste. I don't want to be sitting there at that time thinking, I wish I had done this, I wish I had done that. I wish I had just, and I wish the money hadn't fucking held me back from having a life that I wanted and needed to have. That this money had such a fucking hold over me and put so much guilt on me that I said no to everything. Because if I had sat down yesterday or the previous day and calculated how much this little trip would have cost me, I would have talked myself out of doing it. I would have felt bad because I could have spent that £300 on my kids. I could have spent that £300 on a little weekend away from me and my husband, who haven't had a holiday together for 2 years. I could have done all of these things with this £300, and I'm such a selfish motherfucker that I spent it on me. Instead, what I chose to do was, actually, do you know what? This is my life too. I fucking matter in my life too. I'm going to invest in me today. And that's what I done. You know, and we grow up thinking that we should feel guilty about that. Hi, Leanne. We grow up feeling like we should feel guilty about that. That we should feel guilty for making ourselves a priority in our own fucking lives. That we should feel guilty for wanting something more for ourselves when we should be giving to everybody else. But actually what happens is now, like I said, now I've given to myself. I fed myself yesterday, literally and emotionally. I've had such a wonderful time. I've come back on a complete high. I've had a break from the house. I've had a break from my work. And I'm ready to give more of me. You know, so my husband's going to get more of me. My kids will get more of me. I'm looking forward to just sitting around the table with them all tonight and just chilling out over dinner. You know, rather than being stressed and harassed and I don't want to cook the fucking dinner again because I've made it again. You know, I could wang on and on and on about the benefits of me just fucking doing it. Just saying, no, I'm doing it. I'm investing in me today for the good of all of us. And whilst it does still feel a bit itchy, hi Victoria, whilst it does still feel a bit guilt-loaded, I'm choosing to remove that guilt. Because I am 43 years old, right? And this life is mine to do with and to live how I want. And, you know, that's not with the exception of my family. Obviously, they're a massive part of my life, but so am I. So am I. And I give non-stop to everybody, so why the fuck can't I give to me too? So that was it. I just, you know, it did get me thinking about the program as well, because I know that people are struggling with, like the online program, people are struggling with spending that kind of money on themselves. Because if you're going to spend £500, you could take your kids on holiday for a week somewhere. You know, you could do this, you could do that, blah, 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 blah. But you'll still come back as you. You still won't have grown in yourself. You still won't have learned how to just feel good in your own fucking skin. You would have just got sand in your shoes. I mean, it's about where you invest your money. And yesterday I chose to invest £300 in me, having 24 hours of me and doing for me. And that's what I chose to spend that money on. Hi, Sarah. And we don't have that money just sitting around. I just want to reiterate that. That isn't like a pot of money that I've just gone willy-nilly with. That's a serious chunk of money when you haven't had a holiday for 2 years. But the ripple effects of me having spent that money on me, for me, and I think my husband would agree as well, is, you know, I'm living life. I'm living life. I'm choosing not to just sit in a pit of misery because I've got no money, I can't spend that money, I shouldn't spend that money. I'm choosing to invest my money where investment is needed. And when it gets to a point where investment is needed in me, for the good of all my family and the good of everyone, then that's where I need to invest my money. And that's what I done yesterday. And that's why I feel that the Becoming Enough project is one of the best investments that you can make, because the knock-on effects for your whole entire life going forward, and the effects it will have on your work, your family, your friends, your partner. You know, if I can spend £300 on a fucking afternoon in Shoreditch, then £500 on a whole lifetime of change is It's a non-brainer for me. But I understand that not everyone feels like that. But, you know, you've got to just grab your life by the fucking balls and live it how you want to live it. And if you're not enjoying it at the moment... Hi, Christine. I'm hoping my husband would appreciate me investing in me with the Becoming Enough project. Yes, Christine is on the project. She is involved. She's going to go through 3 months of full-on transformation. Christine, we have got your fucking back. I am absolutely going to support everybody in this project 100% for 3 months. 6 days a week for 3 months. I will be stood there holding their hands, setting them challenges, giving them assignments, having the experts on hand, you know, and making fucking massive changes in their lives. Changes that you are not going to get from a week at fucking Butlins. I hate to put it to you as bluntly as that, but this is what we're talking about. This is not a week at Butlins. This is life transformation stuff that spills out into every single area of your life, but most importantly, how you feel about your life and how you benefit from your life. Because take away our partners and our kids and everybody else, it's our life too. You know, shouldn't we feel good in our life? Oh, thank you, Victoria. Should we not invest in ourselves and feel good in our life? Should we get to 80 and say, well, that was good for everybody else, but I feel like I missed out? Don't do that. Don't fucking do that. Live your life now. God, please. And that £300 that I spent on yesterday, that was an energy. It sounds a bit out there, bear with. That wasn't about spending money. That was about exchanging energy. That was about me giving my energy in the form of money and my commitment, because when you spend money, you are given commitment. So I was committing. I was giving all my energy in the format of cash. And then what I got back in return, repaid it tenfold. So when we break the fucking taboo of money, and, you know, every single shop has got us running around for the best fucking deal. We're being conditioned to hold back. We're being conditioned to, you know, buy one, get one free. I'm the same. I won't buy anything in Tesco's unless it's got a yellow ticket. But they're such smarmy fuckers that even the yellow tickets, when you break down the actual individual costing of the item, are usually cheaper to buy it on their own. True story. But, you know, we are conditioned every day to... Every advert is get a bargain, get a deal. But, you know, booking.com, lastminute.com, all the things are like, save your money, save your money. Why the fuck? Money's just a fucking energy. Live your life is more important than save your money. Feel good about yourself is more important than saving money. And it sounds really crass because when we talk about money, it is. And I read a book about money and she said 2 of the biggest taboos that we don't talk about in this life are sex and money. And why? Why are they so fucking taboo? Money brings everything. Freedom. And this isn't a money grabbing kind of... Money brings happiness, which, you know, it can if you use it like I did yesterday. It certainly brought me happiness yesterday. I just think there's just so much stigma around money. And one thing I've also learned, and I love this, for anybody who's in debt, I get it. You know, even when we think, oh my God, I've got no money, I'm in debt. Actually, you've brought, say you've got a debt of 10 grand, you've brought that 10 grand to you. You know, there is money all around us. It's just where we, anyway, I could get into a whole fucking money debate. Don't need to do that because, you know, my point is being lost. My point is I spent £300 yesterday on myself, on investing in myself, on giving me a day in my life that I will remember, memories, connections, laughter, nice hotel room, you know, and I don't care because that was an investment in me and I have no shame that I actually want to have a good life too. So there you go. What day are we on? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 2 fucking days if you want to get on the Becoming Enough project. 2 days. I'm closing the bookings on Saturday. It's all over on Saturday. The girls that are already in the group, Christine, are all set and ready to go, and we're all very, very excited. And I would love for you to invest in you, because if you're not enjoying the life that you're in, then there's nothing you need to do right now other than to start investing in making changes. If you want to have a chat to me about it, PM me, and we'll see if it's right for you. It's not going to be right for everyone. There was somebody who wanted to be on it who it just wasn't the right time for. So, you know, it's a mutual decision. I'm not signing anybody up onto the course who's not ready for it, because it would just be fucking pointless. So yeah, if you're interested in investing in you, then give me a shout. But there's only 2 days left. 2 days to go, and then the bookings close, and then we start on the 17th of July. 3 months online transformation. Yeah, it's gonna be incredible. Anyway, have a lovely afternoon, my beauts. I'm gonna go and journal out yesterday, I think. Thanks for joining me. See you later.